All right, today's video is going to be on slabbing. At the end of this video, you're going to end up having made, or at this project, you're going to end up making a house. How you're going to make the house is you're going to slab a bunch of clay, you're going to cut it into squares, and then you're going to build the house. The whole idea of this technique is you can use this to build lots of interesting things. This project, you're going to use a bunch of tools, a banding wheel, some ribs, and scratching tools and things like that. So let's get started. You know how to slab. To start this, we're going to take a slab of clay, and the house has the walls, the front, the roof, and we're going to make them all the same size. By doing that, just take a project board and lay it on top, and go ahead and cut yourself out a slab of clay. Okay, so here's a slab of clay. And we're going to have, I think we have to have a bunch of them, so we're going to cut one more just to show you. There we go. Cut, cut, cut. Okay? Get rid of the extra clay. So, the other thing you want for this project is you want a big bat to start it on, because you're going to be moving it around, and it's nice to have it on a banding wheel. Okay? Let's get going. So, a house has a floor. We're going to put a floor down there. Okay? House has walls, so we want to attach a wall. Well, when you attach a wall, or when you attach any two pieces of clay, you always do it the same way. You get water. You wet the surfaces, right? And you get something to scratch those surfaces. I'm going to scratch it with this little cheater tool. It's going to be attached right there. You're going to press them, and then you're going to compress them, making sure the places you've attached the clay are squished into each other. All right, so this wall is kind of wobbly. It's just sitting here wobbling. And I want to put another wall on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some additional project boards. I'm going to just lay them in here like this. And it's going to hold that wall in place so it doesn't fall down. Okay, first wall on. Let's go to the second wall. Second wall actually gets attached in a couple places, along here, along there. I guess those two places. So once again, we're going to scratch the surfaces that are going to be attached. We are going to get some water, and we are going to get them wet. And then we are going to press those two pieces together. And pressing is good, but if you want it to really stick, what you're going to do is compress it. So get those squished in there real good. And now take whatever tool helps to compress it and squish that thing in there. All right, two walls. Because these are squares and I didn't necessarily get them perfectly square, there's going to be times when a part of it's too high. That's not a problem. You just take your needle tool and cut off that extra. All right? With two sides up, one side actually holds the other, and your project boards become less important because it's going to be held up by itself. Let's make sure this bottom section is pressed and compressed. Use a different tool to compress it. You can use anything that's going to squish the clay together. All right, wall number 3. Wall number 3 also has two surfaces to be attached to. And if you notice, this is sticking out a little. I'm going to come along here and kind of straighten out that edge. That's better. Get some extra clay there. I'm going to take this piece of the slab, you're going to get that surface wet, this surface wet, that surface wet, this surface wet. I'm going to scratch them. I'm going to put them in place. I'm going to squish them together. And then I'm going to compress the edges. Once again, getting in there, squishing those edges nice and flat. All right, well, here's another surface needs to be compressed, compressed, compressed. One more edge is a little off, straighten it out, and we're going to attach the last side of the house. This one has 3 surfaces, so we're going to get it wet. We're going to get this surface wet. We're going to scratch it. We're going to put them together. You remember when I do videos, I try to do this real fast so you don't have to watch me doing it forever. When you do it, you're going to do it slow. You're going to make sure these walls are nice and straight, like that house there. You're going to make sure every time you attach a wall to another wall, you make sure you compress it real good, and you get yourself a nice square house. All right, so after you've built the structure of the house, you need a roof. The roof has these two pointed parts. So take one of your squares, cut it in half. That half is going to be mounted on the side of the house. You're going to actually have an option in this to build a roof that sits on there and is detractable. I'm going to put this one and attach it just for the demonstration. Once again, simple stuff. Get the surfaces it's going on wet, get the surfaces attached, scratch. I'm not going to do all the work, I'm just going to kind of get them there and get that thing in place. It'll stand, okay? Wet, scratch, remember all those kinds of things. Got it in place. Okay, you got the two sides of your roof. Now you take another slab and it should hold those together. Just put it in place there. All right, so sometimes when you put the roof on, see how it's kind of flopping in like that? To get rid of the flop, just take yourself some paper towels. Don't be shy, use a lot of them. You're going to wad it up and you're going to put it inside of your house and it's going to hold the roof up. Now you say, well wait, Mr. Boriskin, you have paper towels in there. Well, during the firing process, the paper towels burn up and become ash and they're not a problem. Once again, I'm doing this way faster than you'll be doing it. I'm going to take a few more paper towels, stuff it in there, and get the rest of the roof on. All right, get that part out, stuff some more paper towels in there, grab the other side of the roof, voila. I've got myself a roof, I've got myself a house, and that's basically the structure. All right, here's a house. Not that good, I've done it really fast. But remember, houses have doors, so to make a door, you're going to cut a door out, all right? Houses have windows, cut a window out, okay? And houses have chimneys. Well, not every house, but we want a chimney on this. So you're going to take a couple slabs of clay, you're going to put them together, you're going to attach it to the side of the house, and there's your chimney. Once again, everything you do, you're going to do slowly and have fun with it. You're going to decorate this house, you're going to make it look really pretty, and when you're done, you're going to have something you're really proud of. But that's slabbing in a nutshell.